The 8th Annual Mayor's Cup from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg Porter for George Landio and Video Sports Productions with my man Dan on the camera. The two teams in the girls under 11 silver bracket is an under 10 team, the downtown Las Vegas 98 gold team versus the Heat FC Orange 98 team. Let's get the lineup. First for the downtown team, and their keeper is going to be Samantha Quizeta. That's 00. Number 2 is going to be Christiana Struber at defender. Also, there is another number 2 also, and that is Shelby Burns, number 2. She's a stopper. Number 1 is defender Brittany Snook. Number 3, defender Shannon Dresser. Number 4, defender Christine Monaco. Number 5, forward Samantha Frieden. Number 6, defender Erin McCoy. Number 7, midfielder Jillianne Briere. Number 7 also at a defender position is Megan Martell. Number 8, forward Taylor Clark. Number 9, forward Ashley Kraft. Number 10, midfielder Vanessa Chaparro. Number 11, midfielder, Turney Tombordo. Number 18, midfielder, and she's a guest player, Brianna Duran. Number 19, midfielder, Gabby Guillon. And number 22, forward, Mika Ganos. Number 27, midfielder, Jessica Stewart. And that's the lineup for the downtown Las Vegas 98 gold team. And we are underway. The downtown team is going from left to right on your picture under the lights here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And from right to left is the Heat FC Orange team. Let's get their lineup. But before we do, let's go ahead and say that the head coach for the downtown team is Ed Burns. The assistant coach is Brian Frieden. And now we will get the lineup for the Heat FC Orange 98 team. They are head coached by Travis Sabine. Team managers Janet Smith. Assistant coaches are Santo Reyes and Vance Padelford. The keeper is Rainey Padelford. Number 1 at forward is Heaven Lopez. Number 2 at forward is Hunter Johnson. Number 3 at fullback, Courtney Morrell. Number 4 at fullback is Sheaston Lynham. Number 5 at midfield is Sydney Smith. Number 6 at halfback is Savannah Smith. Number 7 at sweeper is Summer Tauby. Number 8 at forward is Miranda Bradley. Number 10 at midfielder is Ariana Reyes. We have a corner kick, and it is won by downtown, and they are pushing it up out of their defensive third right now. We'll continue on with the lineup. Number 11 forward is Mackenzie Sullivan. Number 12 fullback Taylor Torres. Number 15 halfback is Josie Lagarza, and number 18 is Daisy Cabrera, that is. No score, just the first few minutes of a 30-minute half in the girls under 11 silver bracket here in the Mayor's Cup 2007. And we're going to have a offsides call. And so downtown will get the free kick. Got the Halloween moon behind us, and that is due to all the fire activity in the Los Angeles and San Diego, California areas. Has come all the way out here to Las Vegas, Nevada. Not as heavy, obviously, but it has an effect in the atmosphere out here.
Stay wide, Megan, all the way out here. Look outside.
A great thrill for me, first time doing a Las Vegas tournament. The history of broadcasting. Off the free kick. Downtown, still trying to maintain possession, and they do. Up to midfield, it just goes by Megan Martell. And now retreating back to go get it is Summer Tauby. And it is out on the far side touchline. It's going to be a throw-in now. The throw in for downtown, but they don't possess the soccer ball long enough, and here comes the blue. Down to central and now out towards the wide. They have a player now towards the central, and that is Reyes. Reyes changes her direction and then trying to get somebody down toward the 18-yard box, but couldn't. It was taken away. And now retreating back is Linen.
Megan, you're not a defender. Get up. You're keeping them on side.
Toward the central now, and here is downtown now in the center circle, playing in a huge field today. On the near side, the young lady coming forward now is number 3. That was Merrill, Courtney Merrill, getting it over to her teammate, Mackenzie Sullivan. Back to Merrill, and they play a little keep away. And that ball goes to the central, over to Ariana Reyes. Reyes now to her teammate in the center circle. Taylor Torres now going to switch it on the near side. She has the runner at Courtney Merrill. Merrill getting it over to Hunter Johnson. Hunter Johnson on a run toward the 18-yard box. She has her teammate run onto it, and that's Sullivan. Sullivan takes a shot, and Sullivan will score. Number 11, Mackenzie Sullivan. And she had enough space there. The keeper came out of her box and tried to attack the soccer ball, and she wasn't able to get it. And Mackenzie Sullivan scores the first goal of the game. It is 1-0. So the Heat FC Orange take the first lead in the contest, or in the match, if you will. And now the young ladies in yellow and blue trying to go forward, but it's taken away. Now here come the Heat FC Orange again. Coming down to central, but there was a player there for downtown. He's able to kick it out to the wide, but here's Sullivan again, strong of foot, and just could not get anybody to run onto it. However, still in play to the far side. Heaven Lopez over there, and now it goes out of play. And it is going to be, I believe, a corner kick. Yes, it will. It is going to be a corner kick. Mackenzie Sullivan, who scored the only goal of the game, is going to take the CK. And she has shown so far she's got the strength of leg. She's going to try to get it to somebody pretty close towards that 6-yard box. And she doesn't drive it far that time, so downtown, they take advantage of it momentarily, but they're dispossessed. However, they have a player in the deep back able to make a play and get it upfield now. And on the far side, they have a runner on the far side. Downtown, still on the soccer ball, still trying to make a big play, and it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. 1-0 here in the first half of action between the Heat FC Orange and the downtown Las Vegas 98 goal team. No runner on the far side for the Heat FC, and they weren't able to keep it in, so it's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in for downtown, trying to get something going. Not too far from midfield. Off of a bounce. And goes out of play. Still trying to get somebody to run onto it. Knocked out again, and it'll be a throw-in again. They have the throw-in now. And FC winning it. However, able to get it is Briere.
Stop, ref.
Vanessa Chaparro running after it there. Couldn't get to it. Now since it was knocked off the Heat FC, Chaparro will throw it in. As they bring it toward the central, downtown.
Come on, Micah.
This is their tournament. And on the near side,
Mikey, get outside. Mikey, get outside.
And they have Shannon Dresser. And Shannon trying to hold on to it. Could not, as it was taken away from her that time. But getting over there in the central is Samantha Frieden. However, it's still won by Heat FC. They are still on the soccer ball. And now they draw it back. Going back to Merrill. Merrill over to Smith. And they want to work it to the far side now. On the attack. Heading toward the attacking third. However, back towards midfield as they get support there by Sheaston Linen.
Megan. That's awesome, Megan.
And they're going to be a substitution for downtown as they're going to get a fresh young lady into the contest. And it is going to be Brenna Duran. So Brenda Duran is into the contest as we play on here in the first half. It is still 1-0 Heat FC, a collision there. Not a dangerous one, so they play on. It goes to the wide side, and it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for the Heat FC. Off to Karam, and then driving it all the way, but the keeper is able to make the save for downtown, and that is Samantha Quizeta. And she pushes it all the way toward midfield. But running onto it now is Ariana Reyes. And now to the wide side. Guillaume and company trying to collect that soccer ball and cannot. And now they're running to the far side. It's Evan Lopez. And she tries to make her run, loses it. And it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in, though, for the Heat FC. Heat FC maintaining most of the possessions in this soccer match here in these girls under 11 silver bracket. Toward that 6-yard box, and it'll go to the side of the net. 1-0, your score here in the first half. Las Vegas, Nevada. The bright lights. Quite a ways away from the downtown area of Vegas. The suburbs over here. And we got a substitution now. Downtown is going to get Shelby Burns into the contest. And now downtown. And the center ref says, wait a minute here. I'm going to try it all over again. The goal kick. Samantha Quizeta gets a player to possess it momentarily, but a lot of pressure there by Heaven Lopez. And Quizeta has to get it again. Off of a shot by Lopez. And it's going to be a handball. And it will be a free kick. It's obvious that the young players learning how to manage that soccer ball, learning how to, develop their game. And there will be times when they will struggle with it, but obviously they are going to get better and better and better as they go older. And right now, downtown trying to get something going here. Guillaume, and she loses it there and to the outside. I believe that is Lopez still applying pressure. Lopez toward the keeper, and Quizeta makes the save. Nice job done by Samantha Quizeta to stay right there as, again, Lopez putting that pressure over there. And intercepting it right there is Smith. And Quizeta, tough play, and she makes it. Going to her right. Still 1-0. Quizeta is a big part of the reason why that is happening as a 1-0 score. A collision there, and it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for downtown.
Come on up, Brianna, come on.
And let's see if the young ladies can get something going here, keeping some possession and maybe get it into the attacking third. Downtown.
Got Brianna.
Down 1-0 in this contest. As we wind our way more than halfway through the first half of action. Trying to get somebody to run onto it there, so Hunter Johnson sees nobody run onto it, and she took it for a moment, but then dispossessed. Back up the field. In a center circle, reducing the size of the field is the blue and the orange. And they have Hunter Johnson now. She's going to switch it out to the wide side for a runner out there. Heaven Lopez in the area. Now Heaven's going after it, but Quezada will make the save. The number of saves made for Samantha here in this first half. Driving it towards midfield on a couple of bounces, but the Heat FC able to get it. And they win it again, but it was on the foot of Martell and then to the outside now. And it goes out of play. Play ensues on a Heat FC in their own half of the field. Hasn't happened too often as Downtown trying to get something going at midfield. However, still possessing the ball is the Heat FC. And they're not in a hurry. They have the 1-0 lead here in the first half. To the outside now. Trying to get a runner onto it. However, they last touched it to the Heat FC. It'll be a throw-in. But before that, we will have substitutions. Well, the center ref didn't see it, so we play on. To the outside now. And it goes out of play. Let's see if they see it now. The linesman sees the substitution.
Hey, Christiana, stop.
Don't chase, don't chase. There you go.
Both teams substituting. I actually saw the substitutes from the far side, so we will mention any substitutions as they touch that soccer ball in this Mayor's Cup 2007 match. To the outside, Heat FC trying to make something happen again, but good coverage into space by Downtown, not allowing them to pursue any further.
Jillian! Aaron!
And now Downtown will get their substitutes in. 1-0 your score. And coming in is number 4 and number 9 for Downtown in the yellow and blue. And that's going to be Christine Monaco and Ashley Kraft. As they throw it in. And is knocked out. Or actually, let's see what we have here.
Christiana, over here, come on.
They're going to have a free kick.
On the way, one of you.
No, we're not. We're going to have a throw in. Heat FC going to throw it in. Lots of players for Downtown around the soccer ball, and they do get somebody to run onto it momentarily. However, it goes over to Heaven Lopez. Lopez falls down, and they call an offsides. And actually wasn't called an offsides. There was a foul called on that one. So it is now going to be a free kick. Free kick. Reyes will take it. Ariana trying to get it in the box. She does, has a teammate to strike it. However, there's plenty of yellow there, but Quezada gets to it. But they try it again, and she makes the save. That time, the second shot was taken by Sydney Smith. Right on target, but Quezada able to stay with the soccer ball. We wind our way toward the first half, the end of that first half. But Heat FC has designs to put another one in the back of the net. Quezada has to make another save as they try from the wide. Down low trying to beat Samantha, but she wouldn't have none of it that time. Able to make the save again as she's kept her team in this game. The Heat FC Orange 98 team Here they go again, changing directions, trying to weave their way between a bunch of players. A touch there by Sydney Smith. However, they're dispossessed. On it now, though, is Taylor Torres. And then going to punch it out to Summer Tobby. Tobby and her teammates trying to run on it again. Daisy Cabrera was in there. Cabrera again. Trying to come in the fray was Ariana Reyes. And she gets it and pushes it out to the wide. I believe that was Hunter Johnson going after it. It'll go out of play, but they'll get to throw it in off of downtown. The throw in, still possessing the soccer ball. At midfield, double team though. Still on it though. Trying to push it around two players and they won't be able to do that as it was taken away. However, coming up to support was Courtney Merrill. However, getting it though is Guillaume. Gabby Guillaume, and now it will be a free kick. Free kick for downtown. Down in this game 1-0. Trying to get something going in the attacking area. Now here they go. With only two players in the deep back, but they're able to grab it. However, there's a strike by Brianna Duran. Duran chasing after it. Can't get to it. Her teammate comes up to help out, and that's Burns. And they're able to collect it now. Still trying to get to it. Heat FC, they get a strike there by Sydney Smith. And coming up there into space nicely was Micah Ganos. So it'll be a throw-in from the near side, but before that, substitutions will come in for the Heat FC. A little bit of action in their own defensive half of the field as downtown trying to keep the pressure on here. Trying to do something and get a goal before the end of the first half. As they're down by 1. Heat FC, the near side of the field. Nicely collected there by Duran. And now onto it is Tomboro. And towards the center of the field. Running onto it now is Guillaume. Guillaume still on it. And then there'll be a foul as a push against the player trying to mark Guillaume, and now her and her team will have a chance to try to get it in the box. Off the carom, almost into the 18-yard box. And finally they get it in the box, and the save has to be made by Raina Paddleford. That's Rainey Paddleford making the save. Going the other way now. Paddleford's team out there on the field trying to continue on. And it's going to be a corner kick as it goes past the goal line. So it goes past the goal line. It'll be a CK for the Heat FC. Not in a hurry. They lead 1-0 here in the first half. Time running out. Left-footed action in the 18-yard box is intercepted by downtown. And downtown now coming out with it. Trying to get it going and keep it going. Ashley Kraft was in that. But the blue and orange, they went in again, and here they go again with Heaven Lopez. Lopez, a shot. Lopez, a goal. It is 2-0, Heat FC, as they got a striker past the keeper to be able to put it in the back of the net. And we will tell you who scored that second goal when we start the second half. But it is 2-0, and now downtown, we'll see what they can do to try and cut it in half before the end of the first half, but not a lot of time left. Substitutions, and we will let you know who touches, when they touch that soccer ball, who the substitutes were. as we get a restart going here after the goal. On it now, Guillaume. Gabby work it to the far side of the field. And I believe that was Taylor Clark on it. And after the 50-50 ball, trying to get another player to run onto it in the space, it cannot. And the Heat FC, they have the numbers there. However, it's taken away, sent back up to midfield. And nicely done again. Now out to the wide. I believe that's Clark out there, and it's going to be a throw-in. Clark and company trying to keep it going. Into space. They still are pushing toward the attacking third now. Only 3 in the deep back. Just outside the box, and coming over there was Summer Tobby. And however, winning it is downtown. Still trying to put the pressure on. From the wide side, knocked out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for Heat FC. Heat FC going to throw it in just above their defensive third. And an illegal throw-in, so it is now going to be turned over to downtown. And now they're going to go toward that attacking third. As they have the soccer ball now. Brianna Duran had a momentary touch, but they don't take it away. And here goes the Heat FC on the run. And they have to draw it back to midfield as they were stopped on their attempt there. And it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for downtown. Center ref will be looking at his watch pretty soon here. 2-0 is the score. To the wide side, downtown. And it goes out of play. They will have the throw-in. Into space. Guillaume, double team, they take it away. Does Heat FC, and they head towards the other side on their counterattack of the field, and they continue on. With it now is Reyes, and save again there for Quezada. Quezada, nice position that time and making a good save. It's going to be a handball, and it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for downtown.
Hey, Samantha, Ashley, watch the ball. Play back to the ball.
Right there is Tom Burrow. And now to the wide. Again, downtown on the soccer ball. That goes out off the Heat FC. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for downtown. Trying to find a way to get around those players that seem to be in that space tightly defensively. And now, here it comes. And on down to Central, still staying in a save and in a goal. I believe that was Daisy Cabrera. Daisy, a nice shot. Samantha doing a fine job of trying to stop the soccer ball, but it went right to where Daisy could get to it and make that goal. 3-0. Daisy had a very nice run on that play, and it just seemed that she just outran the defenders. Wanted it badly that time, it seemed. But on it now is Brenna Duran. Brenna Duran again. And now running over to it is Hunter Johnson, but dispossessed there. There is Lopez. Lopez still trying to challenge, and it's taken away, but then they gain it back. And on it now is Ariana Reyes. Pushing it out to the wide. Coming back for it. The defenders and a save by Quezada. Pushing it up there. Out of the defensive third, Ariana Reyes. Reyes now under a little bit of pressure. Now goes around 2 players, takes a shot, and just misses the far post. Reyes, a nice run for Heat FC. They already have 3 goals here in the first half. And here in the opening of the Mayor's Cup 2007, the Heat FC showing that they are going to have to be reckoned with here, not only in the rest of this game, but quite a bit more as the tournament continues on. In the 18-yard box, whistle by the center ref. Didn't like what was going on with that.
All the way down. Go down now, all the way by the line. Go that way. All the way down. Not up, down.
The goal kick, going to try it again.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stay open, Sam, stay open.
Brittany Snook. And Brittany sending it up, trying to get out of the attacking third, and they do. The Heat FC is going to throw it in. Sheaston Linen. Courtney Merrill. The young ladies behind us of downtown starting a cheer up, trying to get that enthusiasm, keep it going. And that one's going to be a goal. And we will tell you who scored all the goals for Heat FC once we get the start of the second half going. But they've got 4 on the board right now. Remember, the Las Vegas team, they are usually in an under 10 bracket, but in this particular tournament, they are playing in the under 11 silver bracket. And at halftime, they're down 4-0. Stick with us. You'll see what the coaches say to their young ladies, and we'll be back with the second half of the Mayor's Cup 2007. All right, the Mayor's Cup 2007 about ready to get started here in the second half. The Downtown Las Vegas Soccer Club and the girls under 11 bracket, and they actually perform in the under 10. The gold team is going to be going from right to left, and a Heat FC Orange 98 team will be going from left to right. 4-0 to score, and we are underway here in the second half. Ball comes over to Taylor Clark now. Clark on the near side. Clark's pass intercepted, and she gets support there, and it goes out of play and we will see which direction it will be. It will be the Heat FC. They will have the soccer ball. Trying to get to the attacking third. Sheaston Lynham now. And a intercept. An intercept now by Downtown. In the space. Still trying to get something going on the near side. You see there is Taylor Clark. And now she can't possess it anymore, but she comes into the picture. Still trying to help her teammate out there, but they dispossessed as the Heat FC are down the near side with it, and that's Heaven Lopez. Heaven Lopez, and it is knocked out of play that time by Shelby Burns. So it will be a throw-in. Sheaston Lynham will take it. Her team down 4-0 here in the second half. From the Mayor's Cup 2007. And now down to the 18-yard box. Here goes Hunter Johnson and is pushed out of the 18-yard box. But now Sydney Smith. And they try to get another touch by a striker. At the top of the box there coming in. And that was Daisy Cabrera. She fell down and a save is made. The save made again by the keeper, Samantha Kuzeta, who's played a fine game despite her team down 4-0. Now they have to retreat back in their own defensive third again. And on the attack, and we have a whistle. An offsides call. It will work against Heat FC. And so now it will be a free kick. Free kick for Downtown. Telemundo involved in the jerseys for this yellow and a team of Downtown Las Vegas. And now that ball goes out on a far side touchline now. It's throw in. Trying to get to it there was Brenda Duran, and she could not. And now it is a ball headed toward the 18-yard box. But however, Downtown able to get to it and push it out of danger. It's going to be a throw-in, and they'll have it as it was lastly touched out by the Heat FC Orange team. And now in their own defensive half, still trying to work it out of there. Is Downtown on the near side. See two players going for it. And, of course, the Sheaston Lynham gets it. And her teammate trying to make something out of it. Now they push it up to the central, past midfield. Try to do something right there. Is the Heat FC. With it is Cabrera. Daisy Cabrera now. Drawing it back to a teammate in support. That's Summer Tobby. Tobby goes out to the wide. To her teammate on the run. And another save by Quezada. Quezada being able to reach out and make another fine save. And now they go back down the field. As that ball bounding around a bunch of players there. Trying to get to it, Summer Tobby, and it was kicked by her, but they will have the throw-in. They being the Heat FC, leading 4-0 in this contest here in the second half. On the foot of Summer Tobby, and now a through ball, and they've got numbers there. They're going to switch it to the near side now, and they're going to go to Heaven Lopez. Heaven Lopez still after that soccer ball. Heaven Lopez wins the soccer ball. In the corner of the box now, and they have support there defensively, does Downtown, and they're able to get it out of their own 18-yard box. On the near side, but still pinching in is Heat FC, and it goes out of play. Knocked out there by Ariana Reyes. Is going to be a throw-in, 4-0. And the Summerlin area of Las Vegas, Nevada. The night action here in the 18-yard box. And a save by Quezada. A save again by Quezada. Samantha Quezada doing a fine job of keeping that ball, and she might have hurt her hand on the play. Great job done by Samantha Quezada and her teammates getting back there to keep that ball from going in the net. Already 4 goals in the contest. Ball rolling over to Ariana Reyes. Reyes now on a soccer ball. Reyes on the near side running out of real estate. And Downtown will throw it in from their own defensive half of the field. Looking for a player, a striker to run onto it there. They have Brenna Duran. Duran still on a soccer ball, nearly a handball. But that ball, I believe that was Sullivan. Now out to the wide to Heaven Lopez. Lopez on a soccer ball, feeding it in the box, but here comes Quezada, and she can't hold on to it now. And coming over there, a couple of players for Downtown, and keeping it out of the back of the net. A great job. And they have the soccer ball, and they're moving upfield. And here in the second half, they have had to make some big plays in order to keep this from being maybe a 5 or 6 goal lead. But again, relentless, still trying, and it bounces to Quezada, and the second try there, Daisy Cabrera tried to get to it, but Quezada stayed with it. And boy, is she going to be an outstanding goaltender one day. She already is showing signs of it right now. She's got the presence of mind, not afraid of the strikers who are right there on her doorstep. And that ball rolls into the defensive half of the Heat FC. They haven't had it in their defensive half for very long here in the second half. Here they go again, Summer Tobby. Tobby going to switch it to the far side of the field. Your picture there, Sydney Smith. Smith, or rather that's Josie Lagarza on the far side. And an attempted shot, but it will be a goal. Go, 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 goal. Hunter Johnson, a beautiful play. And it is now 5-0 in favor of the Heat FC Orange Team 98. And as we get back underway now, Samantha Quezada, though, has done a great job in trying to keep this game as close as it is. As Heat FC continuing to pepper that 18-yard box into 6-yard box, and here they go again. Ariana Reyes in space, and giving it over to her teammate. Bradley, and a shot and a save. Save again by Quezada. Perfectly positioned that time. And she'll drive it downfield off of a bounce, but right there waiting for it is Sheaston Lynham. However, the yellow of Downtown have it.
Go, 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 go. Take it away. Go, get in front of her. Push it.
5-0 your score. And down to Central, and here is Daisy Cabrera. Cabrera has speed. Cabrera has size. Cabrera will score. Unless it was an offsides call, and it was not. And Cabrera adds another tally, 6-0. For Daisy Cabrera, and you don't see this too often, well, at least we don't see it too often, doing a lot of the other type of competitive teams in the gold and above. But she has 3 goals in this game. And that's an attaboy for number 18, Daisy Cabrera. Substitutions that have come in for Downtown, and we will mention them as it's that soccer ball. And the center ref says, get it started again. And they do. Gabby Guillaume. And company trying to crack the score. Down 6-0 to the outside now. Here's Heat FC. The other teams in this tournament going to be taking note of what the Heat FC is able to do in this game, and they are going to be thinking quite a bit of what their task is going to be to try to stop the Heat FC in the future in this tournament, as they have come in possessing the soccer ball this evening quite well. And they have done a lot of good things in the attacking space, especially against a keeper who has been rather tough on them. And now they have to retreat back, and able to get back there, having Lopez bringing it up, waving her away from the back. One of the biggest things that they have shown, Sheaston Lynham on it now, is that they have the fitness going. Savannah Smith, and went off of Ariana Reyes toward the central, and now they have a runner onto it. Mackenzie Sullivan now. Mackenzie Sullivan. Sullivan in the attacking area. Sullivan trying to go around the last player, but cannot. Nice defensive play. Quezada able to get that soccer ball and push it upfield, without another one going behind her in the net. But here's Sullivan again. Sullivan on the far side. Going to get some support. And then it goes out of play. Lastly touched out by Downtown, I believe. And so they're going to throw it in. You'll have a fresh player come into the contest. Won't mention her name as they touch that soccer ball. Oh, no, actually they didn't. It was just a young child that got caught on the field, and the center ref saw that and said, hey, get her out of there before we start. Well, that young player or that young person will be a player maybe one day on a soccer field. A little bit too young right now. Toward the 18-yard box, Ariana Reyes, and then into the wide of the box. But that challenge is too tough, and it comes out of the box. Downtown again, trying to stand tall. And they do that time as they come out of it. And they have runners down to near side. Trying with everything she could there is Micah Ganos. And the whistle by the center ref. And the space. Going to be a free kick.
Samantha, kick. Jessica up. Megan, go towards the goal.
6-0 your score. Free kick, though. Trying to get it into that 18-yard box. Samantha Frieden. Samantha Frieden now driving it and gets it outside the box, and it'll go past the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick. Samantha would have loved to have her teammate be able to get to it, and she just did not, as that ball had too much pace on it. 3 players coming in now for Downtown. And they have another player on the outside coming in, the far side of the field for Heat FC. Nine, 4, and 11. Number 9, Ashley Kraft in there. 4 is Christine Monaco. And number 11 is Turney Tomboro. And a player that touched, when she touches that soccer ball for the blue and orange, we will mention her name on that last substitution from the far side. Monaco in the space. Monaco again. Trying to get it up to her teammate there, and she does. Kraft, Ashley Kraft. Monaco almost got to it. She chases it down now, and Monaco has it again. A nice job to Jessica Stewart and to the wide side, but dispossessed in here. Now onto it. The Heat FC for a run on the far side. And now toward the 18-yard box. And it is knocked out of play, and I believe they're going to get a corner kick. Yes, they will. CK coming up for Heat FC. So downtown going to get a number of players inside that 18-yard box. And that ball heads over to Heaven Lopez. And she's going to give it back to her teammate, and a deflection, and it goes off the side of the net. And it is now going to be a goal kick. Actually, it was lastly touched down by a downtown player, touched out, and so it will be another CK. Another corner kick coming up for Heat FC, leading 6-0. This one has a lot more velocity on it, but a number of the yellow and blue are there, and they come out with it. Heading up the field, weaving their way. And now the central, but it is on the foot of Sydney Smith. And now it's on the foot of Ariana Reyes, and Reyes weaving her way. Reyes still trying to get, and Samantha Quezada finds a soccer ball. Beautiful job as Reyes, another bid to try to add on to the score in this game. But Quezada says, I'll have none of it. Eat it, baby blue. And it'll be a free kick. Working the way of the yellow and blue. It's a good action in this contest. The little things that you see the players work on and develop in this game are the things of memory and the things that you enjoy to see, because it's soccer at its youngest levels, and it only gets better for each of these young players out there. On that soccer ball with Samantha Smith. Sheaston Lynham couldn't hold on to it. Sheaston again on the attack and wins it to Taylor Torres. And Torres over to Hunter Johnson. And Hunter Johnson now has a runner down to Central. Lagarza. And it goes over to Heaven Lopez. And now it's Sullivan. Sullivan cannot, as it's blocked. It takes a shot again. And guess who's there? It's Quezada. And she makes the save. Protecting the near side post, but as it went out of her hands, it went past the goal line, and it's going to be a corner kick. A corner kick for Heat FC. And that ball goes past the goal line, and now the gold and blue will go ahead and try to get it restarted here and try to get it going up the field. Game has gone away from them on the scoreboard, but that is not the purpose necessarily of how you and why you want to play on. Develop your skills, and that's what these young ladies are doing now. You got to do it in tournament action so you can be tournament tested. That's a very, very important thing. Because one day you'll be in a situation whereby you'll be in a hotly contested match and maybe a chance to win a tournament. And a shot. And a good defensive play in a 6-yard box. Good play. And they have another runner onto it in the 6-yard box, and they're able to push it up toward the top of the 18-yard box. However, a shot, and it goes over to number 1, and a save again by Quezada as Heaven Lopez at the doorstep but couldn't get a lot on the shot. And Quezada is able to make the save again. Don't know how many saves that Quezada's made by number. Surely it's been more than 15. Because she nearly made about 15 of those in the first half. So at this point, she may be at 20 or beyond. In their own defensive half. Sheaston Lynham. But it goes over to Tamburo. Tamburo trying to feed a player and has a runner onto it as Ganos, and oh, she just couldn't go any further. Micah Ganos, nice try, is heading towards the central now and all the way where they have to retreat in the yellow and blue. And with speed is Heaven Lopez. Lopez again. Lopez, his shot is blocked though, as they had a player on the space. Again, nicely done to help their keeper out. And another good defensive play as it goes past the goal line. The young ladies of downtown, who normally play in the under 10, running around in that 18-yard box trying to do whatever they can to help out their keeper, who has just laid it on the line in this game, Samantha Quezada. Heat FC now into that box again, and it goes to the wine. Who's chasing it down? It's Heaven Lopez again. Gets her teammate to feed it over there to Summer Tobby. And this one, a shot, and Quezada makes a save and gets a teammate at the 6-yard box to feed it out of the box and out of the 18-yard box and out of play. Defensively, they continue to be more aggressive here in the second half. The girls of downtown, and they have really helped out in the space when needed. And that is the only way that this score would be 6-0 as it is right now. And why not? Because Samantha Quezada, in between those goalposts, have done an outstanding job. We had fresh players come in for downtown, and we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball as it is headed toward the 18-yard box. Heat FC again, continuing as they've done all game to apply pressure. In the box now, looking for the space they need. They have it momentarily. However, running on to it. Nicely done. That was either Martel or Briere, and it is a goal. Did not see who got the goal, but it is 7-0. Time running down here in the second half. But a lot of big plays attempted and made, though, in that defensive third for downtown.
Get up.
And to the far side now. Players in the blue and orange trying to push it up the field.
Shannon, number 7, over here. Get over here. Shannon.
It goes out of play.
This way. This way.
Going to be a throw in. Heat FC. Retreating back. Their defensive third again and pushing it again. Heat FC goes out of play. And it will be a goal kick. Downtown want to continue to see what they can do towards pushing it towards that 18-yard box. And again, Quezada able to shield that ball from going in the net. She has learned to play well positionally, and that is a big thing about the coaching staff for downtown. Ed Burns, Brian Frieden and company have done a fine job in teaching their keeper how to play positionally well, and she has done a fine job of it in this game, even though the score is way out of hand. But also the defenders are learning some key things, and they have found a way to put pressure on the attackers in this game, and that has kept it close also, as close as it is in the scoreboard. It would be much further away. There are teams that do lose in the double digits, and that is not the case for downtown, as they have played well. However, Heat FC has applied much pressure in this game, and by doing so, they have what they have. And they have a lot on the scoreboard. And he goes out of play. It is going to be a corner kick, and that's not one of the things that downtown has had recently, and here they are again. Not too many of them in this game, but they're going to see what they can do with this one. Maybe they can take the goose egg off. Heat FC played tough, though. On it, into the corner. They have players into space, and a save has to be made by Rainey Paddleford. And she, give her a little credit there, even though she hasn't had a lot of work, she was right where she needed to be. Because if she wasn't, that would have been in the back of the net. Savannah Smith. And then on the near side, it goes out of play. Downtown will throw it in their own defensive third. And a whistle. Going to have substitutions now coming in from the far side, and that is the Heat FC side. The Henderson area, Heat FC Orange 98, and boy, have they been good in this game. Their determination has been outstanding, and it has exhibited itself highly on the scoreboard. Adriana Reyes in the corner. Here she comes again, and cannot go any further. A beautiful challenge there, and won and pushed up the field. And they continue to go after it. Cindy Smith, and then now coming in, pinching in is Taylor Torres in support. Quezada, though, will make the save way out on the top of the 18-yard box. And now has to retreat back. As coming down with it is Reyes. And it's bouncing around in the box. And that is Cabrera. And it goes out of the 18-yard box. Off the challenge there by Summer Tobby. It winds out to the wide. Downtown again, trying to do whatever they can. In and around the space, attacking third, but a free player, and coming down, and a save again, a point-blank range. Quezada. And that's the end of a very entertaining match. The score didn't matter. It's just some of the individual play of some of the players out there is just extraordinary at this age, and all the players giving it their all. And we hope you enjoy the action here in the Mayor's Cup 2007 from field number 4. I'm Greg Porter for George Atlanta Video Sports Productions. Dan on the camera, and we will talk to some of those who participated in the game. So stick with us as they congratulate each other for this evening's effort. This is Greg Porter back here at the end of this night game here in Las Vegas, Nevada, between two great teams, young teams, that showed a lot of spirit tonight. And with us now is one of the teams, and that is the Downtown 98 team. They're usually playing an under 10 bracket, but they're playing today in a girls under 11 silver bracket. And you are?
Vanessa.
Okay, what's your last name, Vanessa?
Vanessa Chaparro.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the game today.
It was pretty good actually. We tried our hardest, and it's our tournament, and we played really good.
Okay.
And shall we?
Okay. So what school you go to?
Trinity Christian School.
Okay. You like that school?
Yes.
You got some favorite teachers over there?
Yeah, the one that I have now, Miss Ewing. I'm in 4th grade.
All right, good. Anything else you want to tell us?
My favorite color is green, blue, and black, and silver.
All right, outstanding. Let me hand this over to your teammate. And you are?
Shelby.
Shelby, what's your last name?
Burns.
Okay. Shelby, talk a little bit about playing soccer in this tournament.
I think we did pretty good because all the other games we didn't do very good, and we lost all of our games this season.
Okay, but today was the win or loss wasn't important. It was just how you guys played. I mean, I think you guys played pretty good at times, really good.
I think so too.
Okay, tell me what school you go to.
Calvary Chapel.
All right, you like that school? You got a favorite teacher or subject? Okay, tell us.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Durden.
Okay.
And I like math.
All right. It's a good thing to like math. That'll come in handy later on. Okay, anything else you'd like to tell us?
No.
All right. Okay. And we have another player from the downtown Las Vegas. And you are?
Christine.
Okay. And tell us your last name.
Monaco.
Okay. Why don't you take a look there and say what you liked about this tournament?
I think we actually did pretty good for the tournament because we've lost every single game this season, like Shelby said.
Okay. All right, but tonight you guys played kind of inspired soccer. You're running around, you're helping out your keeper, and doing all that kind of good stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right. Tell us the name of the school that you go to and maybe a favorite subject or a teacher that you like at this school.
Calvary Chapel.
Okay.
And my favorite subject is math.
All right. Oh, you're another mathematician. Oh, great. Okay, anything else you'd like to say to your parents or anybody else?
No.
All right. And you are?
Brittany Snug.
Okay. Brittany, talk a little bit about, your year playing soccer.
I think we've done pretty good, but against the older teams, we've done good. We've played our hardest, but we've done good.
All right.
So.
Well, I think you guys have too. It showed tonight. Talk a little bit about the school you go to, maybe a favorite subject or teacher at that school.
I go to Schirkenbach Elementary, and my favorite teacher is Miss Carol and math.
Okay. All right. Another mathematician again. Anything else you'd like to tell us?
No.
All right. Well, good luck. And anybody else who wants to talk to their parents on the camera, and you are?
Jillian Bear.
Okay. Julian, talk a little bit about this game, or maybe more importantly, what you guys like to try to achieve out of this tournament.
We played pretty good today, but we just need to get back quicker and get up really good, and
Okay.
we need to work on passing a lot.
All right.
And going up real fast and trying to score.
Well, I think you guys are doing a pretty good job towards achieving that. Talk a little bit about the school you go to and maybe some of the subjects and the teachers you have over there that you might like.
I go to Our Lady, and my favorite teacher is Miss Emerson, and my favorite subject is science.
All right. Science is a good thing. I had a dad that teaches science. Anyway, talk a little bit about maybe what you guys are going to try to do in the next game or anything.
We're gonna pass a lot, and we're really gonna work a lot harder than we did today.
Okay.
And we're gonna try really, really hard and beat the other team. And I know we're gonna win.
All right. And you're going to have fun. I didn't hear that word fun. You're going to have fun, right?
Yeah.
All right. And let me talk to the next young lady here, and you are?
My name is Taylor Clark.
Okay. Okay, Taylor, tell us a little bit about your team and the tournament and, you know, how your parents get you guys to these games and stuff.
We played really good in this tournament, and I'm actually guest playing in Jillian and a few other kids.
Oh, okay. Good.
And we did pretty good.
Okay. It's fun playing with this team, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Bunch of nice young ladies, right? Okay. Well, what team do you normally play on when you're not playing with them?
It's another downtown team.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Well, it's nice that they're welcoming you in and getting that good experience. What school do you go to?
Richard H. Bryan.
Okay. You like that school?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Favorite subject or teacher over there?
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Davia, and my favorite subject is science.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, girls, you guys have been doing cheers all night long. I'm going to give you the microphone and do one last cheer for your club here, okay? Here's the microphone.
Let's go downtown, let's go! Let's go downtown, let's go! Let's go downtown, let's go! Let's go downtown, let's go!
All right. Great job, girls. Thank you very much, and I know you guys did a great cheer for all the rest of your team, and too bad we weren't able to talk to them tonight, but I know they were actively engaged and had a lot of fun with you guys. This is Greg Porter from the field number 4 in the Mayor's Cup 2007, and the girls under 11 bracket, the silver bracket. The final score was 7-0, but it wasn't about the score tonight. It was about a lot of great competition for these young ladies, and I hope you enjoyed all the action. Until next time, take care, God bless, and if you'd like, save this one on the hard drive.